This is a story of how I died. No, wait. I'm not kidding. It's a bit more complicated when you can't remember who you were before being granted life again. But curiosity has gotten the best of me. And as my curiosity grew, so does my wish of wanting to discover that life, but in an alternative time period. I'm only going by what I was told by the sakura gods that took care of me for 500 years. So bear with me if I could only explain details that they have given me of my previous life, and for what I know now in the present. So maybe my memories will come back. But what if they don't? Then I could create new ones, and see what I could do in my current life. This is my story. Somewhere around the 1500s, I was once a mortal that worked for a royal family as a plant nursery and performed as a flute player in their court. It may seem a perfect life at first, but this took place at a time where peace turned to bloodshed, and there's always turmoil within the area I used to live. Despite that, the royal family were trying their best to live the best life out of this while maintaining peace in their kingdom and come to terms with their enemies. And as for me, I was doing the same duty by providing entertainment and taking care of the plants for the royal family, especially the sakura trees. But one thing is certain that's quite different about me that the royal court couldn't understand. I was in my own world. I wasn't able to communicate well amongst my peers. Despite those things being called a setback according to the royal family, they still let me work for them. Although I felt distant from them socially, I still get to do what I can to make everyone's lives happy, while trying to understand myself and why I acted the way I acted. Sure, it's weird, but it's my own quirk, and I get to embrace that. Suddenly, tragedy struck, as the royal family's enemies has infiltrated the kingdom and caused tons of chaos with their destructive attacks towards the citizens, leading up to them reaching to the palace. As soon as I saw them break down the palace walls, I went to hide at the private sakura garden. I saw them walk into the garden and overheard the enemies say that they had killed the royal family, which caused me to react by shivering and accidentally stepping on a piece of leaf, leaving a crunch sound for them to hear. As soon as they heard that, they spotted me. I attempted to run as fast as I could to get away from them. However, every time I avoided their attack, they ended up attacking more royal staff members, leaving behind more bloodshed the more I stood my distance away. I ran away to the best I could, but could only make it towards the field of the fallen sakuras. It was a sacred place where the sakura gods kept this field harvested into great light and appreciating the sakura as a symbol of spring within this country. Unfortunately, this beautiful land will face a different color and circumstance: the Crimson Death. The villainous enemies had caught up to me and, well, you know what comes next. The end of my life. And it left my sakura kimono permanently damaged and stained for good. Luckily, the sakura gods witnessed my dying body as they observed me lying down on their sakura land, abandoned by the enemies as they slowly walked away. From what I was told, the sakura gods found me worthy of my mortal life and had decided to give me another chance in living. Instead of giving me my mortal life back, they granted me powers like no other: a life as a sakura demigod. They carried my unconscious body and took me to the sacred sakura garden, a secret location in which they live amongst other sakura deities and familiars. And I got the chance to live amongst them as their own. As for the outfit choice, the sakura gods had given me the following clothing and explained what each part represents. I am currently wearing a sakura pendant on the dress and neck in order to protect myself from any outside harm. Additionally, my sakura eyes represented the life force of the sakura, which has kept me alive for the past 500 years. The panda ears are placed on my head because the familiars are shaped like small pandas, so it made myself fit in. However, the vine in my right leg stands for the inner unknown pain that I carried, yet I got curious on how I should overcome my tragic past. But I was cluelessly embracing it because it's the color pink, which is my actual favorite color. Although I don't remember my mortal life and still unable to socialize / communicate well, later deemed as autism, I still have the ability to perform as a flute player and cater to the sakura plants in the sacred sakura garden. Even though the other sakura gods and familiars grew fond of me, especially my close familiar friend Kiki, who is a menace, I have still yearned to know what is the world like outside of this sacred sakura garden, and discovering what my true origins are. In a realm where cherry blossoms danced in the wind, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of spring, there lived a unique deity known as Kokoro Hana, or Koko for short, the Sakura Panda. With fur as soft as the petals of the sakura trees, and a heart as gentle as the spring breeze, Koko was beloved by all who roamed the enchanted forest. However, unlike other deities who reveled in their powers and the adoration of their followers, Koko felt a longing deep within, a desire to connect with the world beyond the cherry blossom grove. Koko was different from the other deities. While they thrived in social gatherings and grand celebrations, Koko often found solace in the quiet moments spent among the trees, listening to the whispers of nature. Koko was deemed autistic, which made social interactions challenging. The vibrant energy of the world could sometimes feel overwhelming, and expressing thoughts and feelings was a journey of its own. Yet within Koko's heart burned a bright flame of creativity and a yearning to share stories, laughter, and joy with others. One day, while watching from afar, Koko discovered a group of humans using the internet through an electronic device, which to them is the magical realm of the internet. The thought of sharing tales of the cherry blossoms grove, the wisdom of nature, and the beauty of friendship filled Koko with excitement, which made their eyes shine with the sakura pattern. It was a place where people share their lives, their passions, and their creativity. Koko was captivated by the idea of becoming an online entertainer, a storyteller who could reach out to others without the constraints of face-to-face interactions. Determined to embark on this new journey, Koko sought the guidance of the ancient spirits of the forest. They gifted Koko with a magical tablet that could bridge the gap between realms. With it, Koko could create videos, share stories, and connect with people from all walks of life, including playing their flute. However, there was one challenge. Koko needed to find a way to communicate effectively. and to showcase themselves with a model. With each stream and video, Koko shared the beauty of the sakura trees, the magic of the forest, and the importance of kindness and understanding. The online world welcomed Koko with open arms, enchanted by the gentle spirit and unique perspective of the Sakura Panda deity. Viewers resonated with Koko's authenticity and humor, and many found comfort in knowing that they were not alone in their struggles. Through this journey, Koko discovered that communication could take many forms, whether through storytelling, art, or simply sharing moments of joy. Koko found ways to connect with others that felt true to their spirit. But there is one issue. It's only online. Koko needs to figure out how to express their passions outside of the cherry blossom forest. The Sakura gods had witnessed that my curiosity for the human world has gotten stronger. They saw with every waking breath of my life is yearning to discover who I truly am. Fortunately for me, the head Sakura god had approached me and had a talk with me in private and asked me the following question. What is your life's purpose to the sacred Sakura garden? I told him that I was to provide entertainment as a flute player and nurture the Sakuras. However, they shake their head. The head Sakura god actually pointed to the tablet that I was using for my content, and they explained to me that it's time to find my true purpose in life, eventually finding my true origin from my past. I had gotten so excited that they listened to me and how I truly felt on the inside, of what I really wanted for myself. And so, the head Sakura god made me a deal. I would get to travel around the human world as a wanderer with my familiar Kiki, but still get to keep my attire and my Sakura pendants for protection. If any mortal ever questions me, I could say that I'm a cosplayer, and I will automatically fit in. For the final advice, they told me to be careful wherever I go, and to also practice the power of the Sakura life force to retain its prosperity. As for me, I promised myself to learn how to communicate with everyone and deal with unspoken emotions. It's gonna be hard, but I'm willing to give it a try. And with that, I was eager to pack the two most important things in my life: my tablet to create more content as a VTuber, and my flute to continue to perform. And so, Koko sought on the journey to where the humans live to understand human customs and the ways of life. With their companion Kiki by their side, and the gift of the magical tablet, they set on a journey in search of happiness and get to experience new life events alongside humans. Despite being behind the human world in every shape and form, I will do whatever it takes to adapt into the new world while also creating new memories, no matter what.